But yeah, look at these pictures. How do you not want to buy this lens? Damn it! Buy the lens. Stop thinking about it. Buy it. Buy it. Testing. The hell is this? Welcome. So it's my first time using the Play Memories app to monitor myself. I'm using the Sony A6500. We don't have a flippy screen. Lots of people talk about that. But this is one work around it, and I'm trying it out. So welcome back. This is a part 3 of the Sigma 70-200 2.8 Sport review. Here it is. I now fit in the screen. It's a little crooked, but I'm in the screen and the lenses too, so we're good. So thank you. If you saw my previous 2 videos, I tried to make something where I can connect with others, what they're looking for in this lens. My last video was more with photo samples, and you got to see what I see in my computer when I'm looking at the pictures afterwards. Today's gonna be similar. I don't have anything to record while I'm using the camera itself, but I do have images, and this time I was able to test it out at a zoo. And I like testing lenses at the zoo because you get animals moving. You're on the bus, if there's a bus, and the bus is moving, animals are moving. It's a good place to test autofocus continuous and tracking on animals. So I'm going to show you on my computer screen what I got from that combination. This time I used the A7R II with the MC-11 and the lens itself. A7R II was good, but I would say A7 III was better, and that's pretty obvious. The autofocus system is more advanced. Nonetheless, I got great shots, and I took the A7R II because I wanted to test it on my other camera, and I wanted to see the image quality with 42 megapixels. And I'll show you samples where you'll see where I did super crops, and it's pretty impressive what you can get out of this lens. Okay, so I'm gonna show you photo samples on my computer screen, and I have a lot of pictures. When I go to the zoo, I take a lot of pictures. So I'm gonna go through a couple of them with super crops so you can see the image quality. A moving bus, moving animals, different scenarios, different lighting. It held up, and you'll see in the pictures right now. So let's get straight into that. Ha! Ha! Testing. Okay, it's working. Welcome to my computer screen. I will now show you photos from the zoo, taken with the A7R II MC-11 Sigma 70-200 2.8 Sport. Alright, so like I mentioned, I went to the zoo, and whenever I get a new lens, especially a telephoto lens, this is where I go to test it out, because there's colors, there's contrast, there's different lighting, and it's a challenge because sometimes you don't have time to get the shot you want. And when I go, I like to ride the bus. I go to the San Diego Zoo, and there's a bus that takes you through about half of the park. So this gives you a good overview and different angles, higher angles than when you're walking. But the challenge is the bus is moving and animals are moving. So this was a great time to test the lens. So I was trying to decide which camera to take. I already know it works with the A7 III, but I also have the A7R II and the A6500. I wanted to test the 42 megapixels of the A7R II. So let's start the samples. All right. You saw that? That was a super zoom right there. All right. So I took the A7R II, and I tend to use flexible focus spot. Different cameras work different, so you need to figure out which focus mode works the best. I found that lock-on tracking was not as effective as the A7 III for this camera. So keep that in mind. If you're using the newer generation, you won't have any problems because the lock-on AF is so much more advanced. So I immediately found out that it wasn't going to work out. The focus was kind of like grabbing onto this and this. It wouldn't stay on the monkey. I know the A7 III would have stayed on the monkey. Anyway, I ended up using flexible spot, and I was playing with medium and small to be more accurate, and that was working fine. I was using AFC just like usual. So let's go through the pictures. I have quite a couple to go through. Alright, so this was the very beginning. This monkey was moving, sometimes it wasn't, but the bus was moving, so that's what the challenge for this shot is. This is the full frame view, 200 millimeters. I always shoot at 2.8. I never shot it any higher than that. I kept my shutter speed above 500. It was a cloudy day, so it didn't need to be higher than that. So first test here is image quality, and you might have already seen because I was so zoomed into this photo. I cropped it, and this is what I got. You see. So from this image, I was able to crop just this section, and I mean this is also because of the sensor size. Not the sensor size, the megapixel count on the sensor, but it's also a testament to the sharpness of this lens. And you can see this is probably a crop you wouldn't do with a lens like this, but this was just an exaggeration to show how sharp this really is and the details that are there. All right, next photo. So I'm still here with the monkeys, observing them. You can tell it's a different perspective because the bus is moving. That's another crop. Not as exaggerated as the previous one, but nonetheless, with the 42 megapixel, you can really test a lens to its limits. All right, got a bird. All of these images, by the way, I'm really far from the animals, so this is a good check on the bokeh, on the sharpness, and the AF responsiveness. This one was not as sharp. I think it's because the bird is so bright. It still looks pretty good. I made it black and white. I thought it was distracting with the background being green. Alright. This shot, I believe I used crop mode. I wanted to see if that would make the camera a little faster. But I ended up going back to full frame, not the crop mode. I was going to crop it later anyway. Wanted to give some more freedom. But I'll zoom in for this one. It's in focus. There's a bit of motion blur, but other than that, it looks pretty good. Here we got some bears. This was really far. I don't know how far I was, but I was really far from this exhibit. And I was aiming for this bear, but the spot was so far away, it must have focused on the rock. It still looks pretty good though. Alright, this one was taken in crop mode. There's a bit of blur on there. This is when I decided to push up the shutter speed. I think it was more of user error. Here we got this guy feeding the animal. He's like, "Feed me, peasant!" Got personal assistants right here. Got Isaac. Sorry, Isaac. I didn't mean to call you a peasant. Alright, this animal moves a lot. So I was happy to get 3 shots out of this. I think I got 2. I don't think I got 3. The first shot was of it peeking between the tree. So I like this photo because I was using the smallest focus point right here. Bus is moving. Keep in mind it didn't stop for me. And I was able to get this shot right here. And this is a maned wolf. It's not really a wolf. It's more like a fox, but it smells like a skunk. So it's kind of nasty. But the face is in focus. So I decided to crop it, and I thought this made more of a nicer image, even though this branch here is in the face. It's a little creepy, but it's like peeking. It's in the wild. It gives you that sense. And then black and white, because I just want to see how it looks. This is when the animal's on the move and the bus is on the move. Unfortunately, I didn't get a sharper shot, but I think the motion blur. Let's not lie. It's not in focus. I would have liked it to be. It's all right. I see. I missed it. It was on the grass right here. Okay, elephants. That's another favorite I have. Really sharp. Oops. There I go. Another elephant shot. I did a crop of this one. You'll see right here. It's just, this lens gives you a lot of detail. It really doesn't disappoint. If you're still on the fence, you should try this lens out. I mean, it's $1,000 cheaper than the G Master. I think it's totally worth it. And if you have the money, you should go for this and return if you don't like it. Get 30 days from Adorama or B&H. All right, here's another one. Asian elephants. Crisp detail. I love these because you can see the skin on the elephant. Black and white. This elephant was swaying a bit. It was kind of like dancing. It was a little funny. Got the camel. This one was on the move. The bus did not stop for me. I was aiming for the eye, but unfortunately got the mouth. I wouldn't blame the lens on this one. See right here, straight on. I like these shots because the focus did not transfer over to the bushes that were right in front of me. They stayed on the camel. Next shot kind of shows that again. There was a lot of foliage in front of me. And still we got this camel sharp right here. This is a really good shot. This is like having a teleconverter when you can crop this close. This would be its own photo right here. Just camel face. It's kind of smiling. Looks like it's laughing. Alright, let's see what else I got here. Okay, so this is another example of the image quality and sharpness of this lens. I took this shot because I like how these animals were lined up. I call this shot full coverage because they're looking where each one of them can't see, because this is how they survive in the wild. So I took this shot. I knew these people were going to be here, but knowing that I have a giant a sensor with a lot of megapixels, I cropped it and got this. And this is an example of that image quality that you get out of this lens. That's a really small crop from this picture right here. It's basically this right here. That's pretty impressive to me. Most lenses would not hold up to here. I used to have a Tamron 70-200. It was the G1, and I used it with the MC-11, and it was not this sharp or responsive. So this was a plus. All right, here I don't like these pictures because of the fence, but I like the animal, and I've never seen the snow leopard in person. I was actually shocked that they had them. But anyway, you can still see I got really good detail. Had that fence not been there, this would have been my keeper right here. You can still tell it's in focus. Okay, got the sleeping bear. No fence here, luckily. So you can see full image quality showing off right here. This Sigma lens is great image quality. If you're worried about image quality, comparing it to a G Master, you're not going to regret it. Alright, this bird is a cockatoo. It's a blue one. And I love this shot. I got a closer crop. I love the eye. I know the fence kind of crossed it there, but I did get another shot. I'll show it to you. Right here. I did a crop of that one. This is a really close crop, just this, including this detail right here. Look at that. That's some Sigma sport quality right there, combined with a nice sensor. Got the furry koala. You can see the texture. Feels like you can touch it. Touch the koala. Not too much, it'll bite your hand off. They're kind of vicious. Alright, these are some of my favorite shots, mostly because of the framing I was able to get, the composition. This shot is one of my favorites right here. And I was at least 100 to 200 feet away from these animals, yet you have this awesome quality right here. Look at that. And these animals have very detailed fur or hair, not sure what it's called. Sorry for that zoom. It's not the greatest view of these animals. Like, there's the butt cheek right there, but this one was staring at me. I was like, what the hell you doing with that motherfucking Sigma lens? Wish I could gif him, make him nod yes, nod of approval. Here he is. The other one left. This one left because he's moody. Looks like he's moody. This one stayed and posed for me. And now this is my computer wallpaper. Isn't that great? Go to zoo, get a nice wallpaper. And I could have cropped this image right. I would have cropped it here too. Make a secondary look. And it looks totally different from this. I flipped it there. Alright, we got this little monkey breakdancing. Shake that tail. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Super sharp. Hell yeah. Hi-ya. Got the mug. Got these baboons everywhere. Yeah, boy. This one was separating the leaves from this big stick. And then I saw this baboon just push it to this side. Kind of like saying, used it, it's garbage now. I've got what I need right here. Little pieces. This piece right here, shit. Crap. This is the good stuff right here. I separated already. Anyway. This is just great image quality. I mean, I don't think I have to convince you anymore. Okay, this one is a sucky shot. This fence kind of killed it. Let's just skip it. It's embarrassing. Alright, birds. Birds. I like birds. Yes, I do. Alright, this is a lovebird. And I was able to get a super crop to get this. And it's awesome. So, it wasn't flying. I didn't get birds in flight. I don't have that much space to move when I'm at the zoo. But based on my previous test, I was able to track crows. So I have no doubt if I had a good space to move, I could track these birds flying. But still, these birds move a lot, so I was happy to get shots of them landing whenever I was able to. There's just so many birds in this exhibit. It's one of those new ones from Africa Rocks. Here, I like this bird, but I like the crop better. I think you would agree with me. Well, maybe the eye's off, but got the beak. Better than nothing. Oh, I got the eye right here. Hell yeah, boy. Yes, I could crop it right here. This would be my image. That's like a foot away. That's pretty nice to get close to a bird like that without getting your finger bitten. Alright, here we found Sabumafu and his cousin. Well, not Sabumafu. Sabumafu's cousins. Let's leave it there. For those of you who watch Sabumafu. This lemur clan was staring at me. Got some highlights blowing out there. That was my mistake. Guess I could have put it down. I think I lost detail right there. I like the faces though. And then they all look in the same direction, which keeps the picture interesting. I focused on this one here. Alright, I like this lemur a lot. I took a different angle of it. Let me show you. Right here. And I was able to crop this one, got this view, and then I switched it to get this view. There's a lot of detail. Got another lemur. These are very interesting looking. It's like a freaking ear hairs. I don't know what these are categorized as, to be honest. All right, so that's pretty much everything I shot. If I have to say overall, these are mostly keepers for me. There's some shots that I would print out because I like them a lot. They look great. I recommend this lens if you are still thinking about it. Every time I go test it out, I am happy with the results. So I am going to keep it, and I will use it for weddings. I will use it for portraits. If I can get a monkey walking, breakdancing, where's that breakdancing monkey? It's over here. Where's that break? There we go. This monkey was not standing still. I was tracking this monkey. And as you can see, this is my 200mm field of view. I was farther than that. If I can track a monkey, I can track people at a wedding. That's all I have to say here. And I can track birds. The birds are faster. No, that stick looks painful right there. That's not a very good position, but whatever. To each his own. This one looks comfy. Image quality does not disappoint. Build quality does not disappoint. And AF does not disappoint. If you're using the newer bodies, you're going to be way happier though, I can tell you that. A7R2 behaved well, but I had to get around the quirks of the difference of the camera body. I believe the 6500 would probably perform better. I have yet to try that out. And I would get the different perspective view without having to crop as much and lose the size. But yeah, look at these pictures. How do you not want to buy this lens? Damn it! Buy the lens. Stop thinking about it. Buy it. Buy it. Look at that monkey. Look at that monkey. Look at that monkey. Look at that monkey again. Look at that crop. If he was looking at us, he would tell you to buy it. Alright, enough of my rant. Oh look, there's my wallpaper. Thanks for watching. I'll be making more videos. I have other lenses I'm adapting or other lenses I'm using for weddings, so stay tuned. I won't ask you to subscribe because if you like my videos, I know you will, so you can watch the next one. Just some previews. I'm going to be reviewing or showing off the Tamron 28-75 I have. I have the Tamron 17-35 on my Sonys. If you're interested in that, stay on the lookout for my next video. Also, from the last wedding I did, I was proud to try an experiment, not the greatest to do at a wedding, but I was pretty confident in doing it. I did a wedding with only 2 lenses, 2 primary cameras. I never used my backups, but that's what my video is going to be about. 2 lenses, a whole wedding. Stay tuned for that. Hell yeah.